Is this better than an EDC pouch? So I had this out of the box idea to organize my smallest EDC gear. I really enjoy finding these new ways to carry and organize my EDC gear. So I've had this idea for a long time, so now we're gonna see if it works. So I took this phone case and I organized it with some of my favorite micro EDC gear. I went through my collection and I found some of the smallest items that might be able to fit in here. So this was kind of a challenge because this phone case doesn't have much flexibility to it. All the items had to be really thin to fit in here. So my Itoki K1 was an obvious choice when I first started this kit. It's one of the thinnest utility knives I have, so it's a great pick for this really thin phone case. I also decided to keep one of these Milwaukee spare blades in here. They don't take up any room at all. And I was thinking about even putting some painter's tape on it, just kind of protect the blade and keep me from getting cut too. And so I think it's a great little idea, just keep a couple extra blades in here. So I'm also keeping this miniature butcher knife in this little kit. It's kind of a novelty. I think these are so cool. They're just fun to have around and show people. It's a really neat little conversation piece, if you ask me. So Right in the Rain makes this nice slender clicker pin. It's very thin. It has a very low profile. It's a really nice all metal pin, and it fits on down the edge of this case just fine. I think it's really neat that this phone case has plenty of room for a full-size pin. This little Claris keychain light is also a really good fit because it's so thin. It's a really nice thin profile. It gives me the option to carry a little flashlight with this phone case. It's not super powerful, but it is nice to have a flashlight, so I'm going to keep one in here if I can. I thought it'd be kind of neat to carry some of these Purell hand sanitizer singles. They're kind of nice to have, and they're real thin and flexible. They have this flexible material, and they have these nice rounded edges. So I can stack about 2 or 3 in there, no problem. So I'm going to carry some in this kit. I've also got my Uncle Bill's tweezers in here. These things are so small, they can kind of sit on top of some other gear. They're very thin, so you can really pack them in with the other stuff. I had to keep my titanium toothpick canister in here too. It's really handy. I like carrying it. This thing is about the maximum thickness for this phone case. And plus, it's about the same size as the Right in the Rain clicker pin. It's very thin, so I figured might as well keep it in there. It doesn't get in the way of anything, so it's a great little pick for this kit. I got a thin stack of these Post-it notes and 2 of these floss picks. They mesh well with other gear because they're flexible and thin, so I'm going to keep some in this phone case. If these things slide around, the other gear can sit on top of them, or they can just kind of smash up together. It's not going to hurt them, so I figured why not keep some in there. These Victorinox Classic SDs, they're just good for any carry option. They're good for your keychain, for your pocket. They go in an EDC pouch, however you want to carry these. So it's kind of a no-brainer for me to put one in this phone case. It's super thin. It's going to fit down inside that case really well. And it's got these nice rounded edges. So it just really meshes well with other gear. It's not going to take up too much room. You got the scissors, you got the tweezers, you got the little knife. It's just a nice little multi-tool if you ask me. That's about all the gear I can squeeze into this phone case. Hey, if you guys like Tetris, putting together this EDC kit was just like Tetris. I mean, I had to really put things in, take it out, move it around. You can't just drop everything in here and for it to fit just right. So it's kind of fun making it all fit. I wish everything would stay in its place, because if you're out and about and you want to take your lid off, it's gonna be hard to put it back together just right. So you kind of have to be sitting down somewhere. You don't want to just be standing someplace like you want to pull something out. So that's kind of the challenging side of a little kit like this. Everything has to be just right where it sits. Opening and closing this phone case, it's not as convenient as like an EDC pouch or something. It's just a little more challenging. You got to kind of peel the lid off. You kind of have to put your thumbnail in the corner and kind of start peeling it up. It's easy to do, but it's just not quite as convenient as, like an EDC pouch or something. But there are some benefits I found to this type of case. I mean, it's made to go in your pocket. It's a phone case. It's got these nice rounded edges. It's smooth. It has grip too, so it's easy to hold on to. And some of the EDC pouches, if you try to keep them in your hip pocket, they kind of snag on things. So this one's has some advantages over a traditional EDC pouch. I thought this was kind of cool too. I can actually pop my little light on while it's in the case. I can kind of just squeeze the whole case and pinch the button, and I can have a little light if I need it. It's kind of silly, but I just thought I would share that with you guys. Hey, so what other type of items do you guys think would fit good in this phone case? Just let me know down in the comments your suggestions for extra tools for this kit. I think this would make a good survival kit or a little first aid kit. You could throw some Band-Aids, some ointment, maybe a little fishing kit. There's a lot of small things you could put in here. And this phone case could store just about anywhere. And another one of the benefits of this phone case, it's clear on both sides. So you can take inventory of what you have in there really fast. I'm sure a phone case could be used for a lot of different things. I'm just not thinking of it. Just give me your ideas down in the comments. I'd just like to hear what everybody else thinks. And if you guys want to build a kit just like this one, I'll leave a list of all the items down in the description of my video. Hey, do you guys like these weird EDC ideas, the storage, the organization stuff? If you have any ideas for like containers or pocket containers or even other types that might be good for EDC storage, just let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel and hitting that like button. It really helps my channel grow. Hey, everyone, take care out there. I'll see you soon.